In one incarnation, he is Corbyn the Barbarian, facing off against the Medusa. In another, Corbyn leaves his mild-mannered allotment of solitude to take on the interdimensional invasion fleet of Daily Mail death drones, blasting everything with their Tory food bank race with a rallying battle cry of "Jam on!" Just in time for the Labour Party conference, an unlikely superhero is preparing to take his place alongside the likes of Spider-Man and Wonder Woman. Jeremy Corbyn. Independent graphic novel publisher Self-Made Hero says it has received a tsunami of submissions since it opened its doors to comic book creators a month ago, asking for comics on the subject of the Labour leader. Contributors to the Corbyn comic book, which will be launched at the Labour Party conference in Brighton in September, include Guardian cartoonist Steve Bell, Martin Rosen and Stephen Collins, and comics artists Kerry Franzman and Stephen Appleby, along with a host of strips from new writers and illustrators received during the open submission period. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Corbyn. Copyright Martin Rosen. Photograph, Self-Made Hero. Many of the comics feature Corbyn making and wielding jars of jam, the Labour Party leader's culinary hobby, while others have chosen to anoint Corbyn with superhuman powers. In Lethal Corbyn 3, with a repeated chant of "Ooh, Jeremy Corbyn" echoing through the air, the leader of the opposition clenches his fists and transforms into a superhero, crushing the skull of a robotic version of Theresa May beneath his boot. Elsewhere, he and his cat Elgato stalk the night, seeing off Tories attempting to resurrect Thatcher from the dead. Corbyn has numerous quirks that lend themselves to these kind of light-hearted stories, such as his allotment, the jam-making, and Elgato, all stories that have made it into the Corbyn comic book, said Self-Made Heroes managing director Emma Haley, who said the project was born out of Corbyn's rise in popularity and his status as a cultural phenomenon. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. From Welcome to Britsville. Copyright Louis Netter and Ollie Gruner. Photograph, Self-Made Hero. When Self-Made Hero put out the call for submissions, there was a huge response. Just as Corbyn seems to have captured the imagination of the people, so has our comic book about him. It's a bit of a departure from what we would ordinarily do, but it was the right time to do it, she said.